Hello, everyone. My name is Chris Celius, and I'm a graduate senior taking this Into the Film class. Um, the movie that I chose to watch was Out of Sight. It was released in 1998, and it was directed by Steven Soderbergh. And then the two main actors were George Clooney, who played the role of Jack Foley, and um, Jennifer Lopez, who played the role of Karen Sisko. Um, this film kind of touched base. It is kind of like a rom com, but it's like a weird one near here to say where Jennifer Lopez played Karen Sisko as a U.S. Marshal, and while George Clooney played Jack Foley as a robber who spent half of his life in prison. Um, Basically, like the rundown is, um, he he's basically plotting as a way to get out of prison, and he succeeds. But then Karen wound up to like the prison site to just make sure everything's going smoothly after like her busted case, and then she sees prisoners um, trying to escape. So then Jack Foley sees them trying to escape, and then he sees her, and then he kidnaps her, and basically so that he doesn't get caught and such. But throughout the whole film, it was very interesting to watch. This has to be like my second time watching this film, and there are many different like context analysis and narrative structures that could be pointed out to this, and it points to home because one of the main things was basically like the setting and like the whole lighting dynamic. There were two different cities that it was placed in. One was Detroit, which is known to be like very cold during the winter time, and then Miami, where it's very hot, sunshine. It's full of very energetic people, um, and like hot, sunny, and it represents like often not like not like a lot of distance, but kind of closure. When we think of Miami, while Detroit is the opposite. Detroit is there are many tensions between each characters, especially as we see Jack Foley, and then obviously his um, his like close prison buddy um, get close during the film, and they are typically like stick and stone. It is often creating like a when it comes to Miami, there is different sightings of fantasies going on, and then a lot of intimacy during the scenes as we see Jack Foley and Karen Sisko fall in love, even though they kind of know that they shouldn't. Um, as we saw through many of the scenes, we see that there's basically when like Karen is forced to get in the trunk with Jack Foley, we see that the like camera movement is very tight. It's very slow, slow like movement because they are trying to capture every scene, every cut scene, every shot being taken, because it is just those two in the trunk talking, kind of like in like we're like getting to know each other, which I found really odd to me, but it was very setting to like the whole uh, um, movie plot. And I like typically like enjoyed it. I kind of really enjoy like the montage editing flashbacks to where they were like jumping ahead here, where they were talking at a bar, versus how they were getting intimate in the hotel that like she booked. So it was definitely different, like different flashbacks, different timestamps, which I like truly liked. Um, I I like to be like the framework. It was very good when it came to like editing, like the whole timestamps. It kind of really made me be more like in into like the whole movie as a whole and such. But like overall, movie was phenomenal. I would definitely um like give it to give it to other people to watch, and I truly enjoyed it. Thank you guys.